Oh, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Another beautiful morning here. So blessed, so grateful. We had the shelter, a cup of tea, bearded frog, and myself. Stinger, Captain Chaos, and scorecard pushed forward yesterday. I was not interested, not to mention the fact that as we were coming down from the summit of Whitecap, it started thundering. No way in hell this chick is gonna get caught in a thunder and lightning storm on a mountain again if she can help it. No, thank you. So we were in the shelter, and then this woman we'd met at Shaw's, who's doing sort of a flip-flop thing. I can't remember exactly what her hike is, but we met her again. And she ended up staying in the shelter with us last night. Very nice lady. And so we were out of there this morning, I don't know, 5:30 at least. 5:30. I think Frog was out of there by 5. And a cup of tea's ahead of me. Today we go to the Antlers camp site, which is supposed to be one of the best places to camp in the 100-mile wilderness. So we are hoping that we have good weather today and tonight, because our only option there is to tent. There's no shelter. We're trying to get there at a decent time. It's about 19 miles and change, but it's a fairly easy, in air quotes, hike. There's only like 1,000 feet of elevation gain today, whereas yesterday it was like 45 or something, 4,500 feet. So it should not be a tough day. It'll be long, but mileage-wise, but it shouldn't be hard. I don't believe I have any river crossings today, which would be fine by me. And we get our food drop at Joe Mary Road today. So Shaw's Hostel will do food drops, which makes life a whole lot easier, because right now my pack is so light because it has almost no food in it. So they're gonna drop 3 days of food that we purchased and selected and packed into buckets before we left the hostel and labeled. And for a fee, I can't remember the fee, but I think it ended up, with the 6 of us, it ended up being like $18 a person, which to me, versus carrying 6 days worth of food up front, no brainer. Or sorry, 7 days, because we carried 4 days of food for the first segment, and now this is 3. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. I don't think I could have gone that distance with that much food in my pack without really doing some damage to my knees at this juncture in the journey. So happy to have done that. And they bring a complimentary beverage for you, and you can choose Coke, can't remember what the other one was, or PBR. What do you think this chick chose? Duh, I chose PBR. Dad, just for you. Oh, little good old red, white, and blue Pabst Blue Ribbon. So I'm going to have that. I'm not going to have it when I get my food. I'm going to have it tonight while I'm sitting by that lake, enjoying a spectacular view in the 100-mile wilderness of Maine. Beautiful, fierce Maine. Oh, it's been tough, but I've also been hearing stories about those coming up behind us, and holy cow, man. Glad I started in February with all the flooding happening in Vermont and New York. They're shutting sections of the trail down because they don't even know how damaged it is. Oh, hostels are full. Hikers are just being told to skip the state. I don't even know what I would do. I'd go home and be like, screw it, I'm done. I don't know what I would do. Which is another reason why I have so much to be grateful for. Whatever I'm going through, honestly, doesn't compare to having to deal with those kinds of challenges. I mean, I know how scary it was for us when we get to Maine and we're hearing about all the reroutes due to high water and the danger with the river crossings. I mean, there's a girl that a couple of people in my family know that had a serious rescue at a river crossing because she got swept away and got stuck into a bunch of trees and debris on the river, and thank God she had her Garmin. And but she was getting battered by the river against these trees for 3 hours before they were able to reach her. So, whatever I've had to go through doesn't compare to what some people are experiencing along the trail. And I think about them and I wish them the best, and hope this rain subsides so that these water levels can go down and the ground can absorb what's there. So anyway, enough of me yapping. Today's Thursday, July 13th. I am hoping to summit Mount Katahdin on Monday, July 17th. I can't even tell you the things that I've been thinking about. Just how much I want to be home and I can't wait to be home. And how much I miss my family, my husband, our puppy, my kids, my grandkids, my parents, my sister, my in-laws, my whole family, everybody. I just miss everyone so much, and I can't wait to start the next chapter after this. But at the same time, when I woke up this morning, I was just laying there. And when I went to sleep last night, I was just laying there staring outside the shelter, listening to the sound of the brook. That stream that you can hear below me is what we slept next to. And the birds. And thinking about how much I'm going to miss this. Mornings like this, where I get up, I put on all my damp clothes, my wet socks, my wet shoes, and I just suck it up and hike. I am gonna miss this. I am gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss just being outside all the time. But that's how it goes. I'm looking forward to getting home and just decompressing from this, processing all of this. Or at least processing whatever I'm meant to process in the immediate. And then just seeing what happens with life. Start figuring out what I'm going to do next and all that. Jim got reservations at Baxter for Sunday night, which is amazing. So that means he gets to stay in the park, which means he gets to hike with us on Monday, or hike with me. I'm really happy about that because he is as much part of this journey for me as anybody else in a different way, but he's still part of this journey because without him, I wouldn't be here right now. There's no doubt in my mind. I am so very lucky to have his support. Yeah, that looks like a big moose track to me. Look at that, huh? Ooh, looks fresh too. Wouldn't that be wild? I am covered with bug bites despite all my attempts to stay, oh yeah, they're all over the place, to stay slathered in bug spray. I lost my bug net. Yeah, look at that. I lost my bug head net yesterday because I flipped it on top of my hat and it fell off. I knew that was a stupid thing to do, but I'd always been conscious of it and I'd had it down around my ears so that I'd notice it if it started to fall off, but I guess I didn't. So hopefully someone picks it up that needs it and uses it. Luckily with the food drop, I was able to also ask them for another one. So they're gonna throw it in there. Also discovered that my perspiration smells like ammonia. I was talking to Stinger about it the other day, and he said, I noticed it and it was really strong. He said that means that my body is depleted of protein and it's burning muscle in order to give me energy, which is really bad. So I'm trying to eat as much protein as I can with my meals. So I think that's a result of the food I'm eating, for sure. Ramen has no nutritional value, and I've been eating too much of it. So good thing is I've been getting freeze-dried meals for this segment of the journey. And I found that the peak meals have the most protein in them and actually taste the best too. That's something Chief had said a long time ago as well. So I asked them to throw a chicken teriyaki in there because it's got 40 grams of protein. The other meals I had last night, lasagna with meat sauce, had 22, and the mushroom risotto I had the night before, which was a good to go, had 29. So I don't know what else I have in my resupply, but I did ask them to throw in a chicken teriyaki from Peak because that's 49 grams of protein and that's what I need. So it's been getting better, which is the good thing. I had a protein bar for lunch yesterday choked that thing down. So sick of bars. But I choked that down. That had 20 grams of protein in it, so I've noticed I don't smell like ammonia as bad as I did the other day, or even at all, maybe. I can't tell if it's just still in my clothes or what, but I'll be done out here in a few days, and then I'll be able to eat regular food at home, so I'll be fine. Tied my bandana around my ears. I got so chomped yesterday. I got mosquito bites all along my hairline, on my forehead, and on the back of my neck, around my ears. So I tied that around my head and then put my hat on top of it. It's extra warm, which is not cool, but I just can't stand getting bitten anymore. It's like, oh hey, here's a free buffet, eat frizzle. Suck her blood. So I lathered up with the cardan and put my bandana around my head, sprayed my hat. But as soon as I sweat it off, that's the problem. And I gotta reapply. A beautiful morning. Still humid though. That's what makes it, I think, unpredictable with rainstorms. As long as that humidity's in the air. I want to take you on a walk with me in these woods today. I want you to see the intense green of all the moss that carpets the floor of these woods, the tall pine trees that have no real branches until they get really high, so you can see really far into the forest. You can see all the blowdowns and the boulders covered with moss and pine cones and pine needles. And it smells so fresh. It's incredible how fresh it smells. And the sun is peeking through the trees a little bit, but obviously it doesn't get much sun directly in here because it's all moss. challenge you to get up early one morning and find a path somewhere near you. Early on a Sunday morning might be best. No matter where you are, to get a little bit of solitude, a little bit of nature, any path in the woods. Try to make it in the woods. Breathe deep. Listen intently. And when you look to see, really see what's around you. Look with purpose. Look to discover. Doesn't have to be a long walk. But give yourself that gift. You won't regret it. Go out of your way to do it. Really. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. And I have promises to keep. And many miles before I sleep. I think I'm missing a few words in there, but I think that's the gist of it. And many miles before I sleep. I remember when I lived in my house in New Hampshire, we had lots of woods behind the house. I think we had like 3.5 acres total, but it was all woods behind our house. And I used to love at dusk listening to the wood thrush singing their song and looking into the woods as they got blacker and blacker. And I loved that. I always thought it was so beautiful. Comforting, even. Just looking into the deep, dark woods. From my kitchen window, or from our little sunroom off the back, or just out on the deck in the backyard. It was such a beautiful spot. And if for some reason you can't go out and find a path to walk on, you can just walk with me. God's creations are extraordinary. I can't get over the way that the trees' roots will completely encase a rock or a boulder and still be surviving or even flourishing despite that strange way that they've configured themselves, like claws almost around a boulder, reaching onto the other side for the soil. This is our only climb today. I think, well, I shouldn't say that. We only have 1,000 feet today, and this might be a big chunk of it. I don't even know what that bird is. I hear it all the time. If somebody knows, can you please tell me? It's crazy how much they say. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. It's everywhere. Look at this. Incredible. There's another one. They're everywhere. The mountain in the middle of your screen, that's Whitecap. That's where I was yesterday afternoon. Isn't that crazy? And I stayed down in that little valley last night. Wow, that's crazy. See this sign? Golden Road at Able Bridge. Less than 50 miles. Holy cow, that's right at the base of Katahdin. Wow. Good times. Down there is Crawford Pond. And I believe it's a little trail that brings you to a beach on this pond. A little ways up. So our food drop is at 2. It's 9:30. And we're only 7 miles from where they're dropping the food. So that means we got sort of a 2-hour window of time to kill. So do you spend it at a pond or do you spend it sitting on a dirt road? Not sure. Let's see if the rest of the crew is at the pond. I'm guessing that they are. And we'll see what the consensus is. Beautiful. I was able to get phone reception up on top of whatever that mountain was I was on. I don't even know what it was called. And my husband told me that he saw that Taylor went home. I feel really bad hearing that. I feel bad that she got to that point where that was what she chose to do, because God knows I know what that feels like. And I know how hard it is to be out here, and damn girl, it was really great getting to know you a little bit on the trail and at Carter Notch Hut. And I give you props, woman, for coming out here and trying to hike it again. I mean, damn, I don't know if I can get through it one time, let alone more than once. And the challenges that we've had with the rain and the high water and everything, my heart goes out to you, because I know how hard it is. And I give you props. I give you credit for being such a force out here and sharing your story. And, I hope you just do what's right for you. At the end of the day, what's right for you and your husband and your family, that's what comes first. And I think if that's your North Star, then you can't go wrong. And it doesn't matter what else happens, as long as if that's in check and you feel good about it, that's all that matters. I hope you're enjoying your time with your family and enjoying the summer and enjoying being out on the lake, and I hope to see you back out there. Maybe it's not on the AT, but I look forward to when I get home watching your videos and seeing what you're up to. Good luck, girl. Come on in, the water's warm. Look at that bearded frog loving life. Woo! Awesome. And the rest of the gang's hanging out. We're gonna take a break. My pack is so heavy. Just picked up the 3 days worth of food to get us to the base of Katahdin, and my feet are screaming at me, my hips, my pack's squeaking. And then it dawned on me, this is the last time I have to carry 3 days worth of food. Oh joy, oh joy, oh joy. Unless I'm carrying groceries from the car to the house, that could be more than 3 days of food. Oh. On that scorecard. He likes swimming to rocks. Moon. Yep. This is where we're hanging out. Captain's back there. There's Stinger's hammock. There's Scorecard's tent. Me and Cup are down there. And Bearded Frog is somewhere down there. Hey, so we're sitting here at Antlers campsite area in the 100 Mile Wilderness, and went swimming and it felt amazing. It just feels so good to be able to clean off all the day's sweat and bug spray and bug bites and ick. So feeling pretty good. I'm literally on a peninsula surrounded by water. Like, you can't get any happier if you're me. A cup of tea is not far from me, and the guys are up there. We've all got some pretty sweet spots. It's been a hell of a week. A lot of praying, a lot of reflection, a lot of thought about what am I going to do when I get home? Like not like big picture stuff, but just like little stuff, like, oh, I get to make my tea in the house, and I get to go to the bathroom in the house, and I get to sit on the porch, and I get to go swim in the lake, and I get to just be with my family. And I'm really looking forward to that. But I think that it's also gonna come crashing down on me too, that this is over when it's over. But for now, I'm trying to enjoy each day. And this helps. Having sunshine makes it all the difference in the world. I feel really blessed that we've had sun the past few days, and whether it's in the afternoon or the majority of the day or all day, as it has been so far today. I heard I could possibly see the northern lights tonight. I might set my alarm to wake up just in case, because that would be incredible. So I just want to thank everybody for sticking with me, for watching these videos. I'm sure that there's days when you just roll your eyes and you're like, oh my God, can she just shut up? I get it. Sometimes I say the same thing to myself. I just still feel really blessed to be here, and I can't believe that I've been out here since February, and in a few days I go home, and this is done. It's crazy, but that's how this works. Well, tomorrow's Friday, so happy early Friday.